Okay, grade 11s, we are now moving to HTML. HTML is the basis of web coding, and in your test tomorrow, you will get an appendix like this, where we have what we call your open tags and your closing tags. Now, these are just how you create your document, how you actually make different attributes, and today I'm just going to show a few of them. Now, a key thing is to be able to edit HTML files. Now, in my documents here, I've got Bridge. Now, if I open it up normally, it is going to show me a web page, which is called Join the Dots. This is how it is laid out. However, when using HTML, I right click and say Edit with Notepad. This is the web page and how it's going to look. Now, in tomorrow's test, I will put comments here saying this is where 4.1 is, where 4.2 is, and so forth. However, there is a few things that I need to show you today. Now, our first step is we are going to make it so that when you are in this web page, you see here at the top it says join the dots. However, I want your name to show there. Now, if we look here, we have a section between line 2 and 4, which says head and then head/head, which is once again, as I said, your opening and your closing tags. Now, if we go here, we then see, okay, we've got title that says join the dots and a title closing tag. Now, everything that's here in your head area is going to be what we find here in the top. So it's not on the actual web page itself, it is the title of your actual website. Now, if we go here and instead of join the dots, between where it says title, I am just going to write my name and surname. I'm going to press the save button here. And if I go to that website, you can see nothing had changed. However, the moment I refresh it, you will see that all of a sudden it's not join the dots anymore. This web page is now named after me. So as I'm showing here, whenever you change something here, you save it. All you have to do to apply it to the web page is either reopen it or refresh it. Now, the next part that we're talking about is your body part. Now, everything here between your opening and your closing body tags, this is what actually shows up on the website. Now, once again, as I said, you will get areas where it says 4.1 is here, 4.2 is there. However, there's a few things that I want to just add and change today. Now, I'm working in my body section, and you might get a question that's asking you to change your body's background color to cyan. Now, cyan is a light blue. So whenever we start with our tags, we always use our greater than and smaller than signs. And then which area are we in? We say we want to change our body. And then we're going to say space. And then they want to know what we want to change regarding this. Now, once again, as I mentioned, you do have your tag list and you see BG color. Just take note, HTML uses a lot of American spelling, so there isn't a U in the color option there. So I'll say BGCOLOR. You see that it turns red like that. I say equals because I want to know what should that color be. And I'm just going to put in quotation marks cyan. I'm going to close my quotation marks and then I'm just going to close my sign. Now, a key thing once again regarding this is since we are doing a color here, we don't necessarily need a closing tag because it's just going to affect the body area. So what will happen here is I'm going to save my document, going to the web page and reloading it. And now you can see my web page has a light blue background. Now, Now the next step we're looking at is going to be similar to what we've just done, except this time we are going to change the font itself. So we are going to go here where it says font. Now if you want to change the entire font of your web page, we are going to say font and then face, because the face is everything you see on the web page itself. We are going to say equals, and then the font that I'm going to use today is Arial. It's a quite well-known font. It's been used a lot. You can see that we've got an opening and closing tag. We save it. We go to our document. You will see the moment I refresh, you can see that the font has changed. So as you can see, these two things that we've done so far with the background colors and the font face, which is then Arial, it doesn't need a closing tag, as it's going to affect the entire body part of your document. Now, the next parts are quite similar in each other, and this is where we are going to create and make different parts of our document stand out a bit more. So in this case, we are going to use here where it says enter technology. You can already see that there is a open bracket, H2, then other bracket, enter technology, and then a closing tag for it. And if we look at our document, all what these H's, H1, H2, H3, and so forth do is just select different heading styles. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to change enter technology from heading 2 to heading 1 with both aspects. However, I want this to stand out a bit more. So what we are going to do now is we are going to say H1 equals align, and we are going to type in center. Now once again, things like spelling is quite important. So now we know we are going to align our H1 to center. Now saving this, once again going to our document, we see enter technologies there. Okay, we've done this. However, there might be a small part of our code where I'm going to, instead of saying H1 align, I'm going to say H1 align and then put our center. Because what's going to happen is it's not that the heading itself is centering. We want to say, okay, H1 is going to align, but how's it going to align? By center. So just to show you, a key thing is depending on where your equal sign is, can play a role in if your code's going to work or not. And then the last thing, or the second last thing I'm going to show you today is going to be your bold, italicize, and underline, where you do have a lot of the similar options. I'm just going to use here where it's paragraph with our technology, and all three of these options, just to show you quickly how it currently looks. We see here technology is a 21st century tool, and all that's going to happen is I'm going to open it up. If I want to bold, I press B, open it and close it, and then just before the end of this actual part, you must remember to add your closing option. So doing like this, saving, once again, running it, you can see it's now bold. If I were to just make that a U, for instance, remember changing both sides, saving it, going here, pressing OK. You can see the bold's taken away and the underline is there. And then the exact same happens with your italicizing, where I'm going to just take that U and make it an I. Go on the other side, make it an I, save it, refresh, and now you can see it's italicized. Now the final part that I'm going to show you today is your horizontal line. You can see here that there's a horizontal rule which is a self-closing, so there isn't a second part to it. So we say HR with a slash, and all I'm going to do is here underneath at the bottom, underneath where it says first version, I'm going to say open bracket HR slash closing bracket. Doing this, saving, going here, refreshing, you can see that there is a small horizontal line going throughout this document. Now these are a few of the things I'm going to talk about for HTML. If there's any more questions, you are welcome to message me or email me. And then from there, good luck, and I'll see you all tomorrow.